Good morning, everyone. We're going to create a very simple Let's Make This With Me video. My principal and I work together, and she has a Principal's Monthly Book Club. And to be a part of the Principal's Monthly Book Club, you have to complete one of the challenges. But we're going to create the log for one of the challenges. And the log is called the 10 over 100 pages challenge. We're going to start with a blank educational presentation. When I first started this, I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if there's a graphic with the bookcase. And I thought, you know what? I've already done something very similar with the bookcases. I did the selfie challenge. I typed in the word 100. I'm going to find the font that I like. I'm going to go ahead and make it an outline, and you can see in the effects one of the options is to just create it as an outline. So I go ahead and I select that, and then I just have to find the perfect font. And like I said, you know me, I love my fonts. I have a hard time selecting because there's so many of them that I love, but I do decide on this one. I think it's kind of chunky, it's easy because the kids have to be able to write the title of the book inside each blank letter. So once they fill in the letters for 10 and 100, they will have read 10 books. Now, the one thing I wish I had added, and I might go back in and redo it, is I should have added the number 1. So it would have read 10 over 100 pages. So I will go and fix that before I link it below in the description box. And my goal is to link everything that I create in the video in the description box. So if you wanted to use it, you always can just check in there and use it. And if you do use it, I would love if you could go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I love the support. I'm trying to build a social media presence. But there you go. I selected a more cursive font for the extra letters. I like to mix a print font with a cursive font. I like to mix a more sloppy font, if you want to call it, with a more standard straight font. And I'm just going to adjust the sizing, and I'm also going to go ahead and type in the instructions. Basically, to complete the challenge, they have to read 10 books with 100 or more pages. And as they finish each book, they write the title of the book inside the bubble letters. And once you're done, you bring it back to me. I keep a record of it, and then they will get a lunch ticket to eat lunch with the principal on the day that she holds her principal's lunch. Then I'm just going to do a little bit of adjusting. The reason I changed the background to that red color is just so I can have the spacing done correctly. Sometimes it's hard to see with a white background. Another thing that I'm going to add is I'm going to add a spot for the name, the teacher's name, and the date that they returned the reading log to me. Just because with my other challenge, my first challenge that I didn't add all that information, and I had the kids hand write it as they were turning it in, and it just became a bit of a hassle. So I'm going to make sure that I have it already in place. And yes, you can see my perfectionist self trying to make sure that all of the fonts are the same size, even though I could easily have just gone to the font size. I didn't. Since this is something that is the principal's challenge that she's putting out, I did not add my Bitmoji. If you know me, you know I love a good Bitmoji, and I will add my Bitmoji anywhere and everywhere, but I did not add it to this. But I did add a teeny tiny black and white graphic because I can't help myself. I just can't help myself. Once I'm done, I go ahead and I download it as a PDF. And then that's it. I send it off to the printers. We print and we are good to go. Thank you and happy reading.